Here's your daily dose of fitness, food, and fun. Anjelica's Daily Surprise starts now.
And you've got your teeth. And I thought that was really funny.
T-E-E-F.
Take your thumbs and jab them straight in the eyes.
Okay.
As that person steps forward, wallop right on the chin.
Hello there, and welcome to my apartment. Now, as you may have seen from Anjelica's Daily Surprise, I like to have a laugh. I like to have a good time all the time. But the reality of it is, outside this apartment, in the big bad world, on the TTC and what have you, there's a lot of unpredictable factors and sometimes possible danger. Now, I don't want to spook you or myself too much for that matter, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. And that's why today we've invited Ben. And Ben does a lot of things, and you're about to see what he does, but he's gonna help me with some self-defense today in whatever form that comes out in.
So my name's Ben. Obviously, I'm not Canadian. I'm from Manchester originally. My
You're not putting that accent on?
No, this is the one that I was born with. Well, I don't think I was born with it, but I sort of accrued it over a long period of time, do you know what I mean? So, originally from Manchester, my background is as far as combat sports go, about 30 years as a boxing coach. I've done some MMA, some Muay Thai, a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and some Tamiki or sports Aikido, as well as I say, with the boxing stuff. I'm the Director of Education for a company called DTS Fitness Education, where we do a lot of courses. I developed the Striking Fundamentals course for the company. And I also am the Director of Education and Culture at a club, like a boutique-style gym down on Portland Street in Toronto called Fight Club. And obviously we do a little bit of combat sport there, as well as strength and conditioning classes. So that's what I sort of do in a nutshell. I've done various other things, but
in a nutshell,
that's what pertains to this, you know. So I think when it comes to combat sports, or when it comes to self-defense, there's three main things that people have got to understand, right? The first thing is you've got to do all the preemptive stuff first. So it's like, you know, phone your friend, tell them that you're coming over. Don't walk down this road at this time, all that stuff.
Right.
If somebody puts their hands on you, the preemptive stuff is done. What you've got to be able to do is just go. Like, you've got to be able to drop bombs, hurt somebody as much as possible in the shortest amount of time possible.
Yeah.
You want them to think, I'm going to let go of this person because this is uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
So you've got the first thing, the preemptive stuff. The second thing is you want to maintain your physicality.
Yeah.
So you want to maintain a certain amount of shape. You don't have to deadlift your own body weight in the gym, but you do need to be able to move and have some capacity in movement and strength and explosive-based movement.
Okay.
And then the third thing, what you need to think about is what weapons you've got and where are you going to strike the person, or where are you going to use the weapons. So putting it all together, it's a case of don't go too technical. What you've got to do is hurt somebody as much as possible in a shorter period of time as possible. I think that's the most straightforward way of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So explosive movement. What kind of explosive movement are we talking about? Do you need to test me to see what I'm capable of?
Well, I don't think so. Like, the biggest area of opportunity for most people is the hip.
Okay.
Yeah? So when you do like the glutes, biggest muscle group in the body,
right?
And the one they're the engine of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything that you're going to do, if you can get your hips in the game, that is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck.
Yeah.
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 So we can talk about kicking people in the shins, kicking people, doing all this, that, and the other. But any point, if somebody's on you, and instead of pushing them away, you can extend your hips into them.
Okay.
You're going to drive somebody away as far as possible.
Okay.
For the amount of force that you can generate as a person.
Okay.
So I'll give that a little try.
What,
Because you're like this, looking at me.
Like that?
You're like, you keep going like this towards me. See, if I was attacking you, I would just be like, I'm just going to let you go. Do you see what I mean? So with this, if somebody comes and they grab you from the front, let's say,
Right.
somebody comes and grabs you, what you want to do is flex at the hip. Yeah, so you're going to drop here, and then when you push that person, you extend at the hip. That's the movement that you want to perform, because then you get the glutes, get the hips in the game, and you'll push the person away. When you start to stand up straight and push them away from you, you've just got the upper body in there. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
What you want to do is explode from the hips.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing.
Okay.
Always get the hips in the game,
Yeah.
right?
I know if you came at me like that, I'd run the other way.
And then we was talking about like doing demonstrations and stuff like that of some exercises that I would suggest, or strikes that I would suggest.
Yeah.
But for me, like if someone's attacking you, the weapons that you've got are your fingers, you've got your fists, you've got your elbows, you've got your knees, you've got your feet, you've got your head, and you've got your teeth. And I thought that was really funny.
T-E-E-F.
So, teeth, that's the way forward, you see what I mean? But people, a lot of the time, they don't want to get that aggressive with people.
No.
But if somebody grabs you from the front and you are facing the person, you want to, like, just bite them.
Bite them?
Bite them. If your arms are down here and you can't do anything else, you just
Have you
look at
bitten
them.
anybody before?
For the sake of this, I'm going to say, no, I have never done that. That would be too aggressive. But biting somebody, they will let go of you straight away.
I feel like you've bitten someone.
I've not. I'm not with a,
Where
unless
would you
I've been
bite
asked.
'em? The ear? The nose?
I'd say I'd probably go cheek.
Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, like, if you start biting them on the neck, you can probably kill them,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Nose is not great, because, like, you
You
start
could end
taking
up kissing them.
You could do. You know what I mean? It might end up well,
That's
it
a
might not.
plot twist.
But on the cheek, on the meaty part here,
Yeah.
you just get, like, and you bite them properly.
Yeah.
Either that, or if somebody's got you from the front, you take your head, you lean back, and you drive your forehead as hard as possible straight into the bottom of the nose and the teeth, like this area here.
That wouldn't hurt your own head. Is that the Glasgow kiss?
Yeah, or you could call
The
it the
Manchester-
Mancunian kiss, you know what I mean? You could also call it that. But that's driving the forehead right into the teeth.
There?
Like, get it down there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, straight in there,
And
lips,
you're aiming
teeth.
here.
Yeah, bottom of the nose area,
Because that
and
gives
then
a little
lips and
bit
teeth.
of a. I feel like is a little spongier if you hit your head off of that.
Yeah, it might feel like that for your head, but it won't feel like that to the person who's got hold of you.
Yeah.
They won't think, oh, that was all right. It felt quite spongy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They'll be like, that will
No,
be.
their nose is broken.
That's
Their
it.
teeth are gone.
That's it. And then they will let go of you.
Yeah. Okay.
If somebody grabs you from the front and you've got your arms free, take your thumbs and jab them straight in the eyes.
Okay.
Like, do not mess about.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's made the decision, Anjelica, to grab you as a lady, they have made a decision that they are going to do something to you. It's not a case of, like, oh, can you let me go? Oh, yeah, no problem. And they let you go.
Yeah.
Something bad is going to happen. So what you've got to do is make a decision right there and then. Is it going to happen or is it not? So digging thumbs in, biting people, like just go extreme and get that person off you.
Okay. All right. What's something that I can do right
Something
now?
that you can do. I know you're quite aggressive, aren't you? You're like, what's something that can do?
I wanna
Do you
do
know what it is?
something.
You've been
What?
flaming locked up in your apartment all day, haven't you? Hey,
What?
and now you've been locked up in your apartment all day.
That's what it is.
And now you've got the pent up sort of energy and
Yeah,
you
I
want to get
wanna-
it
I
out.
wanna do something.
Okay. So for you, a real easy way where you can think about getting the glutes in the game and generating as much force as possible. So you push that person off. When we spoke earlier, boom, you've drove them off, you've extended the hip, person step back. Now you've created distance. As soon as you create distance, things open up.
Yeah.
If you create distance and you've got an opportunity, run.
Run.
Yes.
I have no problem doing that.
But if you create the space and you've not got the area, you've not got anywhere to go,
Right.
then you've got to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that person's going to come back at you.
Yeah.
So when you talk about generating force, the easiest punch to throw, for me personally, is a straight backhand.
This?
That's a hammer. That's a hammer fist. Yeah? We're talking straight down the pipe.
Okay.
So when you talk about that shot, or a cross, a right cross, for me, what hand are you?
Right.
You're right-handed. Great, that's
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Yeah? So if you're talking about generating force, you take your right leg. If you're right-handed, you take your right leg and step back a little bit. So now you've created that stance position, yeah? You're a little light on the heel on the back foot. So just light on the heel,
okay.
yeah? Now from there, what you're going to do, Anjelica, this right hand's going to be right on your cheek and your shoulders are turned this way.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
now
'cause
you've got somewhere to rotate.
I've noticed when I've tried to do a punch, throw a punch before, I end up making myself vulnerable.
Because you come too square. Yeah.
I'm too square. So I have to like protect my ribs and twist, right?
As long as you're in this position,
Okay.
and I wouldn't worry too much about, it's not about making yourself vulnerable to the person that's in front of you if they're attacking you. If they're a fighter, you're in a ring, different story.
Okay.
Then you want to like tighten everything up. But what you want to do is hurt the person that's coming at you. So don't think about it leaving you open. You think about how much force can it generate from this position.
Right.
You can't generate a ton of force.
No.
But from this position, you can generate a lot of force.
Yeah.
So the way that I sort of teach this, if we're gonna throw a straight backhand, just put your hands up here. Don't worry about throwing the punch, right?
Okay.
So just leave your hand sat right on your cheek.
Oh.
All I want you to do is turn your toes on your back foot so they're pointing straight at me. Now you see what's happened to your hip.
They've turned.
So your hips turned right in, and where
Yeah.
your shoulders are now,
They're square.
they're turned right in.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So the punch starts from the foot. When the foot turns, the hips kick, the shoulders kick, and the fist comes straight out here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? People think that it starts here.
No.
But it starts from the foot.
The ground.
That's
you get
it.
your energy from the ground.
That's it. So you rotate. Don't come light on the back foot. You rotate through, bang, and you really drive that rotation and deliver it with the fist. This is the delivery medium
Okay.
for the power generated from the foot. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Super straightforward. So let's give it a little try.
Okay.
So pop your hand up on your cheek. You're going to throw your fist here.
Okay.
Don't hurt me, right?
All right,
I'm only
I'll
a
try
poor
not
little,
to.
poor little Mancunian, right?
Brace
okay.
yourself.
Okay. I'm ready. So you're going to go right hand to here. Not bad. A little more rotation and really snap your hip in.
Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
Go again. Boom. Not bad. You got sharp little dagger-like hands, eh? They're like knives. Let's go one more. Not bad. That was
Hey.
actually quite loud. So you see what I mean?
Yeah.
What you want to do is make sure that you can turn somewhere. That rotation really drives power into the fist.
Yeah.
If you throw it from here, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So create the space. As that person steps forward, wallop right on the chin. Same area in the what?
In the teeth.
There you go, girl. You've got it. Right in the teeth, yeah? Use your thumbs, use your teeth, bite them, gouge them, like whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
The groin's always a good one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you want to get someone off you,
Yeah.
like, and you can get an handful of whatever they've got, most of the time they'll let you go. Do you see what I mean?
I see what you mean. Well, thank you for showing me how to get the whole body in to make my punch powerful. Definitely, that's been something that I've done in the past is I've used just my arm and then you hear it doesn't make much of an impact, right? But using the full body and that torque to generate power, very helpful. Thank you so much. Is
No
there anything
problem.
else you want to say? Any other wisdom you want to impart?
No, I just think that just make that mental decision that if someone grabs you, you are going to go, like, you're going to go hard. To
Yeah.
make the, like, is the juice worth the squeeze for that person to keep hold of you? So forget about complex movements, like trying to break the grip and do all this, that, and the other. Just think, I've got my head. This is going right into your teeth, and that's going to let go of you. So it's just get them off you and get away.
Yeah.
As much injury, as much damage as you can do in as short a time frame as possible. That'd be it for me.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
This has been a lot of fun, actually, even though it's quite a serious subject matter. So thank you for bringing like a lightheartedness, humor to it. It was nice. That's been Mancunian Self-Defense and Anjelica's Daily Surprise. Thank you, Ben. See you tomorrow.